Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all this evening? It is 5 after 10 on Saturday night. Big night out for me. Did I think I was going to have any party time here? No, I don't think I did. My cousin's not really a party person, so it's just me and Auntie hanging out. But I do have a bag for you today. It is a fantastic red 1970s, maybe 80s red leather shoulder or high sitting crossbody bag by High Fashion Handbags. This is a company that is based in Mississauga. So if you are in my neck of the woods in the GTA or the GTHA, which they call it now, the Greater Toronto Hamilton area, they do have a retail outlet in Mississauga, which I do intend to visit at some point because their bags, this company, I don't think I've seen a company ever that is so diverse in its style. Now, I can spot a Dooney from a mile off. Just the stitching and the color of the that caramel color of the leather. I can usually pick out a Fossil. I can pretty well pick out a Roots. But this company, now it is vintage, so I mean, Fossil has vintage, Roots has vintage, Dooney and Bourke has vintage, but like the variety of styles that this company offers is really quite, it's almost impossible to give them kind of a predictable shape or a predictable look. This is a beautiful, very, very bold red. It's actually coming across a little bolder on camera than it is in person. It's got this kind of V accent with a knot right here. Little bit of color transfer on the knot, which I will try and work my magic on when I get back home with all my cleaning supplies. The back end of it, it's got a nice base on it. I love this detail. I mean, these are just elements that companies don't necessarily have to add. But I'm just looking at the back. Yeah, so this leather is just separated a little bit, but it is still tucked under this little screw here. So it's not completely noticeable. I may put some of my Angelus leather paint here just to kind of fill it in a little bit. But I love the zipper pull. Carnic Man, Leather by Man, is very typically using these kind of extended zipper pulls. It's just pretty, really, really pretty. Now the bags, I'm not sure where they're made. If you didn't catch it, you would think it said made in Italy. It's Mode Italy, which I do believe is just Italian styling. Genuine leather, it's that kind of 60s, 70s velvet. There is some peeling of that right at the top, but you've got a zipper compartment, you've got a divider with a zipper compartment, and then another compartment on this side. The interior is in great shape. The strap will adjust completely, like it will half in length. And it's just a really, really cool bag. I like these bags because they're a good size. And I need a haircut so bad. So that is two nights. Pretty, pretty bag. I don't keep a lot of red in stock. When I do my shows at the retirement homes, the red goes like that really, really quickly. But it is a really nice, really pretty bag. And I find that not only is High Fashion Handbags a diverse style company, the quality is really good too. And I mean, these little extra elements are, just style elements that cost money. They don't have to, go to those degrees of styling all the time. But I like it. I always pick these kind of larger tulip shaped bags. I really like them, and I really like this company. I will go and visit them at some point. Obviously when the weather is better and I'm back home, kind of on an ongoing basis. But that is today's bag. High Fashion Handbags, 70s, maybe 80s shoulder. possibly crossbody bag. So how was your Christmas, everybody? Unfortunately, we didn't have much of a Christmas. Auntie has not been feeling very well, so we didn't have Christmas dinner. We didn't have any of that, so which is fine. I mean, this year was a write-off anyway. We did have a fantastic Christmas Eve, though, albeit that the turtles that I bought from Metro were so stale that they actually made me sick the next morning. And I burst a blood vessel in my eye. And this is nothing compared to what it was. I had the blackest eye you can think of. And I have been laying low because that's all I need is for people to think I got punched out at Christmas. I woke up in the morning and I was fine, like for a few minutes. And I was just like, what's going on? I went into the bathroom and next thing, nothing came up, but I was trying for quite a bit, so much so that I burst a blood vessel in this eye, and I think there was even some discoloration in this eye. So I went upstairs and my aunt was like, what happened to you? And I'm like, yeah, I had a really bad dream. So it certainly didn't turn out to be the Christmas that I anticipated. But this year was a write-off anyway. As I've said, I came here because this was the original plan when my park was an 8-month park, and then it went to an 11-month park. But I had already made these plans, and I thought it would be, a bit of a distraction for what I thought was going to be a really, really miserable Christmas. And it wasn't really at all. I got through the 60th birthday of He Who Shall Not Be Mentioned really, really well. And Christmas Eve was great. Christmas Day was okay. I had a salad. We actually cooked the little turkey breast that we bought for Christmas Day today. But my aunt is really suffering. She's really, really just breathless, and she has a specialist appointment on the 14th of January to try and figure out what the heck is going on. I will sadly be gone by then, but it's been really good to have me here. She's on her own most of the time. She has an older son, but he's not very forthcoming in helping his mom. And to be honest, you need daughters. You just do. Sons, they're great, but they don't tend to stick around, especially when they meet their wives or partners or whatever. Everything seems to gravitate towards the wife's family, or at least that's my experience anyway. So my aunt is like, oh, you're the daughter I never had. And it was like, well, I am way more like my aunt after spending this month with her than I am my own mother. And my mom and my aunt are identical twins. So, my aunt, I think, was born first. So I think she's like 15 minutes older than my mom. And my aunt's a little curvier than my mom, which I am too. My aunt's a little bit more outspoken than my mom, which I am too. So it's really kind of cool to just see those similarities. She does not like the domestic side of being a woman. I hate it. There are so many similarities. So we've been having really good chats and, getting to know each other and talking about our lives and, the shit that we've been through. And, she had her ups and downs with her, with her marriage. She's only ever been with my uncle. So that was kind of a fun conversation. And we're talking about, the possibility of me dating again in the future and how how I'm going to handle that with the family, because they are not on board with that. I can tell you, they are just not ready for me to be dating yet. And I'm not really ready either. So when I get back from all my travels, I've been out on a couple of dates, in the summer or whatever, not ready for it at all. Great people, still, hey, how's it going? Merry Christmas, as I tend to do with everybody I date. He who shall not be mentioned will be the only person in the history of my dating life that I will not be keeping in touch with. So it is just, I guess actually my first husband, I don't keep in touch with him either. But if I met him in the street, I would say hello. If I meet him on the street, I will cross over. So that is just the way that's going to go. So it is what it is. it's just been a lot of at home. Auntie, she can't really talk on the phone for any extended period of time because she just coughs like crazy. And we're just trying to keep her calm, trying to not even visiting uncle for the last couple of days and probably not tomorrow either. But I'm starting to get myself packed up. I've bought quite a few things to decorate my place. And even Auntie said, she goes, I have not heard you talk about being excited about your home for years. And she is absolutely correct. I hated my house, as I've told you many, 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 many times. So I've got some cool carpets and pillows and those woven baskets. I went and got grommets today for the blankets that I purchased to make kind of draft excluder curtains out of. I'm going to be painting when I get back from my travels, and it's just going to be fantastic. My son's going to come up and help me. He has got lots of time on his hands now. He finally said goodbye to P&H where he works, and a little bittersweet. And he hung in there for a lot of months. I'm very, very proud of him. He hung in there for way longer than I would. But, so he's going to just regroup and maybe go back to school, actually, which is what I'm hoping he will do. But he's 27. He can, it's his life. So that's on the cards for the new year. And just kind of enjoying life. There's going to be lots of traveling, lots of reconnecting with, my friends that have really helped me get through this last 5 months. It's been 5 months now. And I am doing much, much better. And again, thank you so, so much, all of you, for your well wishes. And New Year is coming. I don't know what New Year is going to look like. Everybody that I was supposed to party with is sick. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I'm just going to have to play it by ear. We're all going to have to make a decision by Monday, I think, because I really, really want to bring the new year in with some kind of, I don't know, plan something. Even if it's me on my own at my trailer having a fire, I don't care. I don't want it to be like disappointed or anything like that. I mean, if people are sick, absolutely nothing anybody can do about that. I'm going to see a girlfriend on my way through to Hamilton. So, I mean, she invited me initially to stay with her for New Year, so I could even do that. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing yet, but I will be doing something. The weather in Grand Valley, horrendous for the next 2 weeks. Did I know I was going to be moving into a snow belt? No, didn't even know what a snow belt was. So, didn't realize that was going to be part of my 11-month RV life journey, but it definitely is. And I am leaving on my trip on the 12th, and I need to get to the travel agent. There's some stuff she needs to print off for me, and it's going to be very strategic planning. I got a haircut that needs to happen. Oh my God, thank goodness. Not that I'm getting it really much shorter. I'm kind of liking the long, but this is just like, oh my God. And just putting some shape back into it. And second stage of this root canal is getting done on the 6th. And then I'll just be, I'll be visiting my friends. I'll be staying at my parents'. My dad's got a snow shovel for me because my snow shovels are in Cayuga. Fat lot of good they're doing me at the trailer in Cayuga right now. So they're expensive, snow shovels. Holy shitballs. They're really expensive. Anyway, everybody, have a great rest of the night. It is now 20 after 10, so I'm sure some of you are in bed already. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.